Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. You know the leaders in below the waistline grooming, right? You know them. You know that crew.
Yeah.
Well, Deke, I was thinking to myself, we are in the heart of the summer. We know that football season is here, and ball security, more importantly, is at a premium right now. All right. During this time of year, man, you got to protect your balls. And the best way to do that is with Manscaped. More importantly, the Lawnmower 4.0, the waterproof one with that little light that turns on and off. You know the one we talk about, Deke. I mean, it's things like that, baby. When you talk about going low and slow to make that tree trunk show a little bit more, baby, this is what you need, all right? So don't waste time. You want to check them out. They're here for you. But more importantly, Deke, as we always say, we don't talk about anybody unless we got a promo code.
Yeah.
And that promo code, ladies and gentlemen, is MOATS. You use that, you will get 20% off of your purchase along with free shipping worldwide at manscaped.com. So stop wasting time, man. Make sure you take care of your delicate twins. And I can assure you that anybody that is, privileged enough to interact with them, they'll appreciate you as well.
Come on here. Kevin Colbert and Omar Khan are giving me Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens vibes. Omar already had a top 5 Steelers GM all time. Omar already a top 5 Steelers GM all time. I thought he was going to say that was a top 5 Steelers GM season, what he just pulled off this offseason. Top 10 in the league at least. Yeah, I agree. I mean, his moves 100% right now. What is he, 4 for 4 or 5 for 5?
I mean, it's been a dope start so far. I just think, get to the season.
Well, we didn't get to talk about that Diontae contract.
Not.
I mean, it was unreal,
absolutely.
though. Am I wrong?
It's crazy. You called it, dude. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And shout out to the fact that, man, both of those sides were able to find common ground, right? I don't think, and I kind of talked about it in the initial reaction and stuff, but to me, I think that both sides had to come down from what they were asking for. Both sides had to come down from what they were trying to accomplish at the end. And I think lengthwise, I think numbers wise, it makes sense for both parties right here, man. Yeah, it's just surprising, man, because
I was stunned.
Nobody was taking that. Nobody was taking those type of deals, man, in terms of that length. Yeah, we weren't seeing that.
I love Diontae's responses, though. One, he tweeted out, I think just thanking God. It was like, Lord to the Most High or something like that. But then in his interview, he said, man, I'm not worried about what anyone else is making. This deal was right for me.
Yeah.
I think that's a great...
That's how you answer.
One quote, but also two, just a little learning lesson. Don't let comparison steal your joy. If the deal was right for him, he liked the Steelers organization. There's something that TG kept talking about. That's security. Man. You can't put a price on that.
100%, man. And you also, the thing that I really enjoyed that you just spoke on right there too, man, is just if the money is right for you, it's okay to leave more on the table, but it has to be right for you. And nobody can say yes or no to that. Nobody can say, hey, he should have one in this or he shouldn't have one in that. That's his personal decision. That's his family's decision. But to me, man, it was just good to see that both sides were able to agree on something. And for Diontae, where he's still going to get a chance to hop right back out there on that market if he wants to realistically.
Or 29. I don't know. How's this deal? Because it's 2-year extension. So it's actually after 3 years?
Yeah. So it's... I'm trying to...
It even makes the deal more amazing for the Steelers, though, actually.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how they count it because, you'll see somewhere they're saying this, they've added 2 years to this deal, to the regular deal, to what he's playing on right now. So this would be him playing under what he's already been under. Right. And then new money hits next season. I'd have to look at it again. That's not how I had interpreted it, but it could be. But from my understanding, I thought it was going to be the new money hits this year and next year being those 2 years, not him playing under, I'm trying to think, what is he even supposed to make this year?
I mean, peanuts.
Not even, is it $1 million? I don't even know if it's $1 million this year that he was supposed to make. But that's why I didn't think that it was going to be this season where they would have him still playing under. And that's why all the reports came out as just a regular 2-year extension, meaning starting now, he's going to go and get that going forward.
Either way, Omar Khan's on fire right now.
Yeah. Well, it's one of them things too, man. I think Omar's had an awesome start to this game, man, without a doubt. You talk about being able to re-sign the guys, re-sign them for the amount of money that he did, and even the draft class. When you talk about how you started out, this is how you would want it on paper. Now we got to see, okay, the guys that we did re-sign, now it's up to them to do their job. The draft picks that we had, now it's up to them to do their job because that's the other part of, the GM being viewed successfully. The first part is getting them in the door. But after that, we got to make sure that you actually got the right people in this door. And that's what we'll see, man, starting obviously Saturday and then going forward this year, man. But no, Omar's definitely on. He's on a hot streak right now, man.
he wasn't messing around either. Make a deal, boom.
Yeah.
Next up, Chris Boswell. Boom, done. And actually, did you see with the Boswell deal?
did.
Tucker clapped back here.
He's not
6
messing
mil.
around. Not messing around at all. I said, man, I felt like we took an L right there. I don't like how that ended for us. I felt like they flexed on us a little bit like, oh, so you said he's tied with who? Shh, get him out of here. That's what it felt like. That's all I'm saying, man. And I was low-key like conflicted because you know how I talked about Tucker. I'm like, dang. I kind of like that he flexed like that, but I'm like, why it had to be at the expense of my dog Boz? That's all. But it was pretty dope across the
And then right after Boz, he gives the press conference talking about Boz's deal. But then everyone's asking about when's Diontae getting signed? What do you think the hold in? He says, I want Diontae signed. I want him here long term. 2-3 days later, boom. Deontay
Deal's done,
signed
man.
for an amazing deal.
Absolutely.